Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, and I got another reaction video for you guys, especially for my Married at First Sight Australia fans. We haven't chatted in a while, and this is a reaction to Olivia and Carolina's first live Q&A. They got their social medias back and they did a Q&A answering some fans' questions, and it was pretty darn interesting. I only have the highlights from their Q&As and what I thought would be interesting to kind of react and talk about. But let's jump into this.
So this is kind of like everybody's favorite, like, oh, but you said those words, like they didn't edit you said those words. And it's like, yeah, I said those words, but I probably said those words meaning something else or responding to something that was cut out. But yes, so definitely said a lot. Some things were franken-bit. So franken-biting is when editors piece together words that you've said to make a new sentence, or take something that you said and like show it over the back of your head. So yeah, so take something and like something that you've said earlier or later and show it over the back of your head or over a big scene, so it makes it look like you're saying it now when you're not. Good example of that is me on the steps at Jack and my wedding talking about my dad. Yeah, so the conversation that I had with Jack about my dad happened way earlier in the day, and it was shown to look like it was happening on the steps. So that's a very tame example. It happened a lot during the show. But with all that said, I definitely said a lot of shit. I've always owned that. I always apologized. Maybe not straight away, but eventually I always apologized for talking shit. And I'm not deluded. I actually lived it. So anybody who's sitting at home watching the show, I'm glad that you're entertained, but you don't know shit. You weren't there. So shockingly, I've actually got a lot of these. So all you people who are messaging me telling me to die, you're actually the worst. You're scum. You're worse than what I look like on the show. You don't know. Firstly, you don't know what actually happened. You weren't there. Secondly, you don't know what's been going on in my head and how much work I've had to do just to survive this. You never assumed no. So just to make it clear, anybody who's messaging me telling me to die, anybody who's messaged me saying that they're glad my dad's dead because he can't see my behavior, you guys are scum. Scum.
I know this by now, but marriage and Married at First Sight isn't real. It's fake. It's not legal. We do not sign papers. I have never been married to Dion. Guys, I just want to talk a little bit more about the last question. So the marriage isn't real. It's not legal. We don't sign papers. All there is what they call commitment ceremony. But even then, it's not real. It's not like a normal marriage ceremony, you know? It's a movie set or a TV show set. Just cameras all over, and you do not get to do whatever you want to do. You don't get to go and chat to whoever you want to chat with. You don't get to walk around or be yourself, really. I was kept in a room for most of the time, and I'll be taken out of this room at times, just to film a particular scene. Either it is a chat with Dion or a chat with one of my friends, cutting the cake, whatever scene they wanted me to film. So it's really hard to feel like you're committing to someone in this type of circumstance, especially when that someone is a stranger and someone who you don't particularly like. It's a TV show. It was a TV set, not a marriage ceremony in any shape or form. Olivia is an amazing person, and I did see what you guys saw, but I also saw what you guys didn't get to see. So, guys, I don't hide my son. He is almost 17 years old. He has his shit going on. He's got a girlfriend. He goes to school. He goes to the gym. He's actually at the gym right now. So yeah, he's got his own life. He's not a toddler that, is with mom. Yeah, he's not a toddler that's with his mommy 24/7, he's got his own life. And during the show, I kept him private because just to respect his privacy and just to make sure he would be able to handle, this whole craziness well, and he did. the show is over, and I could see that he handled it super well. He's super mature. He's here all the time. He was in my stories yesterday. So he's tagged here. You can go check him on his own Insta. He does not need to be on mine.
Okay, we are back, and I'm telling you, it's pretty interesting what she had to say, because a lot of people were unhappy about her the second half of the season. As you guys remember, the whole retreat situation with Dom and Carolina, and looked like she was trying to stand up for Carolina or whatever. You remember, we don't have to rehash all of that. But she's saying that everything is either out of sequence or out of context or Frankenbit or all of it. And I do believe that, reality TV definitely has a way of shuffling things around and create a storyline. Now, I do like the fact that she did admit to the fact that she said all of it. And she said she apologized. It might not have been right away, but she did apologize for it. So take it as you wish. I don't agree with everything that people are doing. Like she said in the second part of her video, that's telling her that she needs to delete herself, and also the fact that her dad is gone, and they brought that up too. I mean, it is out of control. You don't have to like what you see on television, but to get to that point, talking about somebody's life or a passed on family member, that's just not cool. Not cool at all. And then we have Carolina. Now, she was the other villain on this season 9 of Married at First Sight Australia because of the whole situation with Dion. Now, she and both Olivia, their Q&As are over 10 minutes long. But I only wanted to give you the highlights. If you have IG, you can check it out. You can also check it out on my TikTok. I have all of their full videos over there. But here on YouTube, I just wanted to talk about, these particular subjects. So, it was pretty interesting how she had described her experience on the show, her experience with Dion. And as I said, for you guys who were on the lives with me this season, is that this man obviously knew that this woman wasn't into him. She also broke down the whole thing about the fact that the Married at First Sight Australia marriages are not real. And how it was set up where, it looked like the weddings was a stage or movie set. And, being connected. She connected with Daniel, which is, interesting. They met at the dinner party. But she really broke down how everything, we only see the dramatic side of things, and obviously she's given a viewpoint on behind the scenes. Now, I don't know how much they can talk about it, but yeah, it seems to be pretty darn crazy. She did talk about her son. She's not hiding a son. A lot of folks didn't believe she had a son, that she made all that up. Well, she has a son. And she also spoke on Olivia. Yeah, she said, of course, I know, what Olivia said, but I also know what you didn't see. I know what you did see, but I also know what you didn't see. So we only get to see 1% of any of these shows. I always say that on the Married at First Sight US side. And the other 99% we don't see. So we really don't truly know the whole story. It's been a very eventful season, to say the least. And for those in the US, you guys are just getting the episodes over here. I watched it when the Australia aired it in their country. Australians aired it in their country. So it's been pretty crazy, to say the least. So let me know what your thoughts are, guys. I wanted to share this with you. Again, if you want to see the full Q&As of both, you can either check it out on IG or on TikTok at Romance Review TV 1. So until the next video, and I like to keep you guys up to speed. We will see you next time. Bye.